and analyze and analyze. And I analyze my life. I know what works for me, and then I try to apply it to music. A world based on duality. Everything is black and white, is day and night. And so since we're kids, we are told by our parents, they want us to be raised hopefully properly. But they just cannot help it but say, oh, don't touch that. Oh, no, this is not good for you. Oh, look, he's so sweet. Look at the way he smiles. So you quickly learn what is good and what is bad based on their opinion. The good and bad, it seems that we label it, and what could be good for me, it might be bad for somebody else. And seems to me there is so much harm we do when we, once we get in school and stuff. As teachers, I mean, we need to teach, but at the same time, why do we have to say that what they're doing is wrong or bad and that this is good? Why not say, hey, this is what you're doing and it is? And how about you contemplate these other versions? And just because everybody wants to get better, then they start to choose differently, which they might judge as better. But maybe we wouldn't create the blockage because
I think there's importance in critique and criticism, and there's importance in space for non-critique and non-criticism. The point is what's good, what's bad, what's working, what's not working may not be about what we're traditionally taught is what is correct. You still have to have space for failure so you can dig down even deeper to bring something out.
Stay on it. What happens with music is a lot of players execute very well, but they don't transcend the technique. They stay, you can hear technique, you don't hear emotions.
So I agree with you. Yeah, that you can get lost in those techniques and you need them. You absolutely need them. But it's like a language. You need them so you can forget them.
One is that I see it as as if we were software and we have an idea, so we're always aiming at sounding that great in that concert, but at the same time, we're getting updates all the time. So
we tend to get all this technical stuff, and I always use the word cultivate. If you're learning to be an artist, the hardest thing to do, I mean, technique is easy in a sense. There's a technical part and there's your inner part, and you have to cultivate both. Natural proclivity is two things: your natural ability to easily do it, but also, and perhaps more importantly, your natural desire.
See it. To make it a reality, you have to first see it, contemplation, and you can only reach the level that you contemplate at. And musicians are too busy wasting time in the practice room. I've done it. I mean, I play in the orchestra. You have to be in shape somehow, yeah. But people don't they don't step away. They don't go, wow, what do I want to say with this music? They just start to execute and they don't hear. And then my job is to reflect. Hey, stop. Do you hear this? What do you want?
You have to focus on the process of creation. But then there's a moment where that quiet, still voice, you have to nurture it out. You're drawing it out. You're drawing it out into reality so that other people can experience it. And that process right there in itself, I think, is something that's key to greatness. You can hear that still voice in that one moment, that sunset. Great at being a musician or an artist is being able to take that moment and translate it into something that other people can also participate in.
Right now it's very fashionable to talk about mindfulness. You're supposed to be concentrating on the emotion you want to bring out. You should feel the allegro. You should feel the happiness
Yeah.
in order to deliver it. Which lighter air, not so serious. You know, it feels like it's very correct, it's very good. But ultimately, we should be able to just focus on one thing at a time that's like very elevated of a thought, you know, like to be technically so good that I can tell myself, Ivan, just make the public enjoy. So play light and easy. Then all of a sudden my air is going to be lighter, my tongue is going to be lighter just because I say easy and light. It's uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. And don't worry about what comes out, just play. And what did you feel after that when you played?
A lot easier to play. I don't really need to push.
If I had to guess, I would think that your throat or somewhere here and your neck to have a different focus, because we are usually thinking, let's try to be correct. I hope I get it all right. You free up a part of yourself that you usually don't let out because you're trying to play correct. Your mind is somewhere else. You're letting go. You're letting go. You're not trying to control. Slowly. If you practice slowly, you have time to really get your air exactly with the speed and even warmth, temperature that you want, and the tongue to be able to calculate how much of the tongue needs to be there, the air. The whole organism has memory. And then you just need to speed it up. So it's like practice smart, you know?